The world is grappling with a very serious climate crisis, and countries around the world are trying to figure out how to reduce the use of fossil fuels. The good news is renewables are coming to the rescue. And in fact, in 2024, the last year that we have records for, more than 90% of new electricity supply around the world came from renewables, mostly wind and solar. That's the good news. The bad news is that here in Ontario, we're going the opposite direction. We're ramping up gas and nuclear power, our most expensive, most polluting options. This makes absolutely no sense when we have lower cost alternatives. So right here in Toronto, the provincial government is ramping up the use of gas. And the province, when the current government was elected in 2018, we only got 4% of our electricity from polluting gas. They've since quadrupled that. It's now 16%. And by 2030, that's just 4 years from now, we'll get 25% of our electricity from polluting gas. And it's represented right here in the city of Toronto, where they're ramping up the use of polluting gas in the middle of our city, in the middle of housing developments. Makes no sense. So what can we do here in Toronto? Well, right up Leslie Street, you're probably aware of the Loblaws and the Canadian Tire stores. They have huge solar arrays on their building rooftops. Why don't we have buildings covered with solar arrays around the city? And parking lots. France has mandated solar parking lots on all their large parking lots. Why are we doing that here? In fact, we've done a study that shows in Toronto we could meet more than 50% of our electricity needs just by putting solar arrays on buildings and on parking lots. So I pick solar. Oh, that's how we close the Portland's plant, that alone. But then there's wind power. Wind power is taking off around the world, especially offshore wind. Here in Toronto, we are fortunate. Toronto Hydro could put just 130 wind turbines in the lake right here. They would be 10 kilometers offshore. You wouldn't even see them. And those 130 turbines would produce as much power as the Portland's gas plant. So solar, wind. And then of course we'd need some storage. Well, let's put a storage plant right on the Portland site and invest in efficiency to reduce our demand. So I don't know about you, but and the bigger bonus is those options would be cheaper than what the Ford government is offering us right now, which is polluting gas and high-cost nuclear. I think Toronto deserves a modern, efficient, non-polluting electricity system that would save Torontonians on their bills. I mean, the age of fossil fuels is over. Renewables are the future, are the now. And Toronto and Ontario, this is a great opportunity for us to move into the renewables age. Let's do it.
Bring it on!